Hero. Hi everybody, welcome to the Pacman Challenge podcast. Hey Retroid, are you okay?
I'm good. Hey everyone.
So what we just wanted to do is just highlight the winners, obviously, for the Pacman Challenge. Obviously, it was it was our first competition, wasn't it? Our first challenge, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
That's
it went
right.
well. I actually enjoyed it, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. I was feeling the competitiveness a little bit in the arcade scores, and especially the Commodore 64.
Yeah, many minutes who submitted, right? So many people joined. It's good to have this activity. That's what we are aiming for, right? Having fun in the first place, and as many people could participate, the better, right?
100%. And speaking of that, I've done some slides here, so I'm just looking at the first one. I know you won't be able to see these just yet, but everybody else will. Sorry, that sounded so harsh.
No problem. No problem.
So we had 3 ports played. We had the arcade, we had the Atari 2600 and the C64. We're going to scroll through the winners momentarily and announce those, and obviously they will be fed through Instagram. But we had 13 entries in total, 13 entries for the Pac-Man Challenge. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, sure.
But without further ado, I'm sure we know, if we've been on Discord, who the arcade winner is. So I'm just going to highlight that. So congratulations to Joel's Retrocade. He won the arcade score with a unbelievable score of 116,190.
Amazing score.
I mean, I struggled to. I think the highest I've ever got in my life is around 35, and that was very intense. So
Yeah, me too. That's about it. Yeah, same page here.
Yeah, well, we'll get to yours in a bit actually, because I think your I won't say your place as such, buddy, because that's not what it's about, is it? Like you said, it's for fun, but
yeah,
your score is definitely coming up. So big congratulations there to Joel. Well done, mate. Cracking score.
Congratulations. Yeah.
That has been entered already on the Arcade Hall of Fame, which is a non-editable thread. So nobody can alter that or message in that thread. It is just for viewing purposes only. So these scores are in there already. So without further ado, next, there's Joel's profile. If anybody wanted to take a look at it. I love the title there. He's got Joel's Retrocade, gamer, professional hoarder, action figures, cards, and retro video games. So don't forget to check Joel out if you haven't already. And our next scores were actually I should have put here other participants. I've put arcade participants, but obviously Joel was the winner there. But second was Bobbus74 with 56,500. Also a very good score.
Yes, very good.
And then next, buddy, is yourself at 35,570. Wow. So you got third place for the arcade.
Yeah, I can say it's not easy. A lot of training, a lot of resets. I try to get like 16 ghosts. My goal was to get 16 ghosts on the first stage, right?
Really?
So I just keep resetting. Yeah. It was just about the pattern, and to get the more scores in the early stages, right? Especially the first one, because the ghosts are slow, right? So get the 16 goals, when you eat the fourth one, right, you get the highest points. And also in the later stage, make sure to get the fruits.
Yeah.
Especially the apple, I believe. Yeah, the last one I got it. Probably I went
fruits are worth more, aren't they?
through stage. Yeah. But the apple, I think it's don't remember right now. But yeah, that was great. That was really fun. I didn't try this like this, because I love Pacman, but I didn't try it so many times, and to start to figure out pattern and stuff. And I talked to you because you have experience, right, on Pacman, and you told me about the pattern and stuff. So yeah, it was fun because I got the pattern for myself. I mean, alone, right? I just figured out.
Yeah, you made your own.
Yeah. Yeah, right. So it's really great. I mean, that's, I got the feeling of the challenge. I hope we can have the same thing on the next ones. Yeah.
For sure. So I'll just run through these other scores. I'm just going to highlight people's profiles on the arcade as well.
Sure.
So not too far close behind you was myself, Retro
Yeah.
UK. And believe me, did I go back to that and try and try and try. I mean, that is my high score on that machine. I'm sure a couple of people have seen it. I think it's 28,500, but I thought, obviously, I can't just submit that. That's not what it's about. I've got to compete, you know? So the highest I got to was 27,570. And that was, I could feel the little bit, drips of sweat on my forehead with that. So,
Yeah, if we would compare, with you and me, I mean, I got an emulated arcade version,
sure.
and it was very easy for me to reset. I don't think that's the same case as you, right? So it's not that easy. So but
well, I'm using an actual machine.
the fun was important, right? Yeah.
Exactly. That's what it's all about. I honestly had fun, and it was driving me along,
Great.
thinking I've got to try and up my score just to get up there, But moving on, we've got AZ_Tinkerer_gamer. He done a score of 26,940, and I know he really did work for that. His son was egging him on as well to up his score, so good to see. And then we've got Retro Zapper, who was a late entry, but he got a good score in there of 23,510.
Nice.
And last but certainly not least, Play That Station, which is Soph, and she got a score of 16,450. And I mean, just to touch on that, what I find is most people, like when you say, do you play Pacman? Yeah, I've played it. What score did you get to? Oh, I can't get past 5,000, 6,000. It's well hard, isn't it? So, to get these scores, I think shows that we really did put our mind to it. We enjoyed it, and we see in the competitive side of it as well, with the fun side of it. So again, well done everybody for competing in the arcade. I'll just go through some of the people's profiles there. So we've got my.retrotech. Just highlight that. He's got quite a few followers there. Really good account. Really heavily retro, which I love. We've got yourself, buddy. Nice. Just showing your profile there. Sharing my collection to all retro gaming fans. We've then got, I don't know who this guy is, Retro Nuts UK. He looks a bit dodgy. So he's I actually noticed what I put there on mine. I don't know if everybody cottoned onto that. Gamer and collector level 41. I've seen this on a few profiles, so I'm level 41 as in life level 41. That's what that means. And then we've got AZ Tinkerer Gamers profile there, Retro Gamer and Gaming Tinkerer, hence the name. Retro Zapper, Retro Game Collector, reliving the pixelated past, one cartridge at a time. I love that. And last but not least to say, Soph, level 22. I wonder if that's the same as mine.
Really thank you guys. Give the shout out, and thanks for being with us and supportive. I hope everyone tries the next challenge as well.
Agreed. We really do appreciate your support. We're glad you're enjoying it. We certainly are.
Yeah.
Obviously, it is difficult to find the time. People may have noticed I haven't really been online today that much.
Sure.
It's because I'm on my last night shift. I'm absolutely knackered by this point. It's day 6 or shift 6. So once this is over, I'll be glad, I'll tell you. But I've just moved on there. I've just moved on to the Atari highlights. So our Atari champion was Bobbers74 with a score of 16,151 on the Atari 2600.
Completely amazing.
I know that took some doing. That took some doing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not easy. It's really not easy. Oh my God. Impressive.
Quite different, isn't it? It's quite different to other ports. So really well done, Bob. That's a really good score for Atari. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yeah, of course.
And then we've got the runners-up, which is Retro Game Pal with 3256, also an impressive score. I'm just laughing and starting to giggle because I'm looking at my score at the bottom. And then we had yourself, 2147.
And I gotta say, this was way harder than the arcade one. I mean, the Pacman for Atari I played is the first one I played as a child. I knew Pacman. I discovered Pacman on Atari. I had a cartridge. I still have it. It's on my parents' house. And yeah, when I actually saw the arcade, I thought, wow, it's the real thing is really different, right?
Yeah.
You see the note, you notice immediately there. But I, I had the fun as a kid, and I still have fun playing this, right? So, but the first thing you notice, obviously after the graphics, it's the controls, right?
Yeah.
It's not that smoothly, I would say that smoothly, yeah. But it's really fun. You have the tunnels from below, right, and above. Then you
Sure.
come outside, right, and yeah, it's really great. It's also in the may people may be harsh about it because they of course know first the arcade version, but I mean everyone should try it. I think you can find it fun as well.
Sure. I definitely found it fun. But just to move quickly on from my score, which is just staring me in the face there, 261. But
Not much effort there, man.
hey, I tried. It was
Yeah,
on mobile as well. That's my
yeah.
excuse. It was quite difficult. I
Just
was on
kidding.
mobile.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, not easy. Yeah, that
really
can
isn't.
be very frustrated. Yeah,
So the last port that we had, sorry, just highlighted a Retro Game Pals profile again there.
yeah, yeah.
And the
Well deserved.
the last one was Commodore 64. Now there were two entries
Yeah,
there, myself and yourself, and we were quite sort of up and down here, weren't we? You'd put a score in, I'd put a score in, you'd put a score in, I'd put a score in. But
yeah,
oh, did I try to beat that score on that last day? I really, really tried, and I got quite
yeah,
close,
man.
I think, because I was on 17 something. But it stands on finish. You got 21,090, and I got 20,740. So first place to you, buddy. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you very much. Yeah, well, as soon as I put the score right, I believe you put it next, and then you were the winner, right? And but no, I can't let this end like this, right? So
Yeah, it was
I took
short-lived.
some effort. Yeah, but I know, just like I said before for the Commodore, right? It's the graphics for me. I'm discovering now, especially Retroslice. That's one thing about Retroslice, right? You discover also new things with people, right? System that
So,
you don't never own it, never ever heard, and it's great, right? It's a brilliant community. It's growing, and I found out more about Commodore, especially by you and our other friends right there, and it's the graphics are really easy for the eyes. I mean, I found it very beautiful, right?
yeah,
And
it is a good port, isn't it?
this version was the Atari version, yeah, and this was the Commodore 64. It's a version ported from Atari itself. I believe it's
Yeah,
on
yeah.
1983.
That
Yeah, and you
version. Yeah,
have colors. Yeah, compared with Atari version itself, right? Atari is like 81, and it's very beautiful. It's quite different as well. The gameplay, I would say, quite challenged to get the ghosts. Very difficult to get them all as well. But I really, really had fun with that version, and I'm certainly I'm gonna play more. Yeah.
yeah.
So anytime, Chris, if you
Oh,
want it, let's go.
sure. Personal competitions. Well, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I've
Yeah,
got it on cartridge now. It came with my secondary sort of C64 I picked up, so it is just so easy now for me to just whack Pacman in there, you know. And I do like that version. There are quite a few on the Commodore 64 that I know of, and there's even a new one which has only been recently ported in the past few years to the 64. So it just shows you that it was such a popular system. They're still porting games to it to this day, and that is a really good arcade version of Pac-Man. It's very, very close to
yeah,
the arcade. I
yeah.
actually see. Did you see it?
Yeah, I got, yeah. I gotta be honest. I play it. I emulated on RetroArch, and I play with the Xbox One controller. So
Right.
maybe I got some advantage. I'm not sure. So sorry for that.
Well, no,
But
well, I
it was,
tried. I
yeah,
tried. And I was using well, at first I was using the joystick. Then I tried that
yeah,
little, like Master System style control pad that I've got.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
I just thought, you know what? I'm gonna plug a Mega Drive control pad in it. So I just plugged a Mega Drive control pad in to try and get your score. Still didn't win.
Yeah, I really really have fun, and that's one more thing I'd like to highlight. We pretend to do our challenges on emulation as well, no problem. Even if we restrict to some specific version, right? We want the most. We want the most people we get, the better, right? To
Sure.
participate.
Yeah.
So emulation is pretty fine, no problem, right? We're gonna do some restrictions because maybe it's gonna be all over the place, kind of. But we might, just have some restrictions for version like 1, 2, maybe 3, right? Depending on the game. But emulations is pretty okay. No, it's all right, no problem, right? We incentive as well. Most people don't have access to some games, right? Some consoles, so it's difficult. So yeah, emulation is always gonna be something, right?
Yeah.
Very much okay, no problem.
Definitely, totally agree. More people that play it, the better. That's the point. So, just to
Yeah,
move on there, because we are already up to nearly 20 minutes on this.
yeah,
Just
sure.
amazing how time flies. So, just moving on to the next reel. That's just a congratulations to everybody, including the champions that we had there. As I say, they have been entered into the Gaming Hall of Fame. So, forever locked in time. But again, big shout out. Thank you for competing, everybody. And as we said,
Yeah,
we really did have fun. So I do believe the
yeah,
next slide is the announcement slide. So are we ready to reveal what's next, buddy?
sure. Let's go.
I say that, it'll be something else now. It'll be another congratulations slide, but here we go. Oh, no, there we go. So, yeah, there we have it. That's what's coming. That's the new challenge, Retroslice Game and Tetris High Score Challenge. We're now going to open up.
Yeah, nice. Great.
I'm just looking at the advert there for FYI. So we're going to post on this tonight at some point. We're going to get it live. FYI, it's going to be Game Boy and NES. That's right, isn't it? They're the 2 ports we're going to accept. Is that right,
Yeah.
buddy?
89, yeah, 89 versions, right? So the I mean the NES version from 89, it's the official one that there's a competition on the Tetris, right? It's pretty popular. We have I believe the winner there has won many times before, and
Right.
they are restricted to the NES version, but the Game Boy version was the version that really got popular, right? And it just makes sense. It's basically a port, right? One way or another. I'm sure not right now, but yeah, it's really great and really accessible for everyone to try to emulate, or try to emulate some consoles in any way. It's completely fine, right? It's like that puzzle for anyone, players not players, right? So no excuse for joining, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, it's a good
Everyone
one.
should.
It's a good one. And the
Yeah,
Game Boy version is certainly the one I remember. It was actually my packing game. Obviously it was everybody's
nice.
packing game with the Game Boy. So yeah, definitely key memories for me there. I'm going to look forward to getting started on this. Not sure what I can do
Great.
score wise. It's been a while. So I have had a couple of little practices. So we shall see. Very much looking
Yeah,
forward to it. So we'll announce that
me
later,
too.
buddy. And we'll put that in the challenge section, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, there we go. That was good. So we've just coming up to 20 minutes, so we should probably finish it off there. I can get this out there and put it live to YouTube and link it in everywhere. We can start advertising Tetris now and obviously link it
Yeah.
into the group. Don't know if you've got a chance to do a thread on it or I will shortly. Obviously, as I said, I am at work, so just probably got to sort a few things out. But again, thanks a lot, everybody. Great competition. Really enjoyed it. And here's to the next one, or next 2, because we've got Outrun as well, don't forget.
Yes, let's go. Let's do it. Thank you very much. Thanks everyone for joining. I hope we can have so much, as much scores submitted as Pacman, even more now, right? We have more members as well. So
So,
yeah, definitely it's going to be a good time and fun.
brilliant. Okay, well, we'll have a little chat anyway, buddy. I'll just finish off this recording. So thank you, buddy. And thank you, everybody. Speak soon.